Hey everybody, welcome back, Northernland Monster Train. 300 wins in a row. Can you believe it? No. 8 wins in a row. We're playing as the Melting. We're gonna figure out expert challenges, dude. It's right there. Now, look. I own up to a lot of my own mistakes when I think it's my fault. Constantly. You'll never find anybody who owns up to more mistakes than me. I'm the best at it. And it's not my fault when I don't do it. However, I would have thought that expert challenges would be located in the challenges menu. I'm just saying, regardless. Okay, so we got primary, we got melting exile and umbra exile, which means we're going to be plinked out of our gourds. Draft, I don't really like Votivary, but it does give you draw. Whenever you would ascend or descend a unit, also apply dazed. Damage shield 2 to the first friendly unit summoned per turn. Actually could be pretty good on a draft. Not really what I'm looking for, but alright. So, you gotta be careful. Extinguish. Oh, we don't even have the one that we were worried about last time where we couldn't reform them because they were endless. We don't have to worry about that. So you will give extra HP and a lot of extra damage, actually, to burnout units. Which is a very interesting kind of play, wouldn't you say? You could put Little Fade up at the front, and then you could do Little Fade dies, heals the drafts a little bit, gives them more burnout. When you reform, do they come back with everything they've had? They persist for the duration of battle. I don't know, spikes is kind of interesting, right? The only thing for me is I'm like, gain 2 spikes permanently? Oh my god. Anytime I see permanent, I should just choose that right off the bat. It is going to be difficult to... why not? It's going to be difficult to get the spikes popping. I'm trying to think of what we would need to do to get the spikes popping in general without dying. We need to be hit but not killed, I suppose, is the easy answer. One way to do it, and it's a little, you know. Hold on. One way to do it is eat morsels that give us... Oh, you've come up with a damage shield. That's right, I should have done differently, and then I could have given you the damage shield. You're killing all the units with the spikes. Oh my god, it would be next level. So you're not dying anyway. We don't really want to have you eat, though. I think I'd rather plink you. Lifesteal? No thank you. So instead we're going to set up like a super weird floor down here where our train steward's going to pog out of his gourd. Just remember that Votivary has damage shield, which is a little spicy. We don't really mind you dying because you get spikes permanently. Slade does trigger spikes. Hello, Tomo, by the way. Hello. Well, I think we like this. You're dying, huh? I mean, dude, that'd be a sick plink. I think we like this. Bro. Well, you're gonna die, is the problem right now. Any of these units will kill you, so it's not even worth summoning the more cells to make it work here. Nice damage shield, by the way. Lifesteal 3 and Ember Drain 2. It won't really be necessary. So I think we've screwed up a little bit already. I think what we want to do is have Little Fade die a lot to get as many spikes rolling as possible. And I think that's going to take us to, like, insane levels. So that's already super good. 20 damage. Get a Votivary out in front, now you're dying. And we're almost killing all y'all, which is good eats. Yeah, so you get extra spikes because of that. And then we will reform. There is a problem with this. There you go. So you got spikes 5. Yeah. So we want you out there. You do have burnout 1. You're not dying? Shouldn't you die when you hit me? No, because of damage shield. So we actually wanted you not to have damage shield there. Yeah. Well, that's weird, but it's fine. Draft is going to be pretty sick here anyway. 81 damage. I don't know. Mix it up a little. Probably should have stopped you, huh? Just take 5 damage for no reason. That's fun. Alright, we want to try to reform a random unit again. We want it to be our champion. It isn't. It's fine, because we're going to kill you. There we go. But now we know. We know for the future. So we want to summon Little Fade early and often and build the spikes naturally so that it can become like a crazy good unit. I think we want to choose to reform. I honestly don't think we care that much about morsels yet, but it is an Ant-Umbra run. So we probably don't... I like having that. I think it's a good hedging of our bets. It doesn't need upgrading to get better. And we're probably going to want to take a pogged up Umbra unit here, because the pogged up Umbra unit defines all of our runs. I really think Shadow Eater is pretty much pure garbage. It does clear a whole floor. You know what? I'm going to give it a try, because I feel bad for it. I don't think we want anybody endless, honestly. But I think what we don't mind... It's a little early, and I don't think the plinks are incredible. But I wouldn't mind some removal here. Triggers when this unit eats. But eating always happens at the end, even with quick, right? So I don't think that's what we're looking for. I think you getting a little bonus HP is not the worst thing in the world. Because we really are just using you to clear out the bottom floor. But it's kind of bad because we don't want you to clear out the bottom floor and leave no low HP units that we can get slay triggers off of. Maybe. Okay, so we want to turn this on. I think we can easily create way more slay triggers this time. We just have to not be dumb. So what the first thing is, like, right off the bat, we do want you out here. And we have 5 spikes. That's not killing anything, unfortunately. But we still want you out here to damage all these enemies. Even with the damage shield, I think is fine. And we'll play this just behind. I was just going to say, we can at least get some kills. The armor is going to make the slay triggers really tough. But that doesn't mean it's impossible. Okay, so this is what we were looking for. It still won't get any kills. You know what? Maybe we should bring you up here then, where it actually could. We should have played that first, for sure. And then we want to plink. That's great. We need to plink you one more time. Oh my god, we got you. Thank god. So now we're building some spikes. It's the sort of thing you can be proud of. And Lifesteal and Ember Drain doesn't really matter right now. You're going to skip the Shadow Gorger floor, which is terrible. But at least we know what we're looking for, right? At least we know what we're looking for here. So what do we like? The damage shield is actually amazing because we can get more use out of the spikes as well. Okay, so now we're talking. That is what we're looking for. It is Spike 7. It's not going to get any kills. You'll all die in one hit to our boss, though. So I think we're summoning you down here. I'm going to put a votive area up here just to get some respawns. And then I'm like, I don't know, dude. I don't know what I want to bring you back with, honestly. It's not like the Shadow... Honestly, I don't know. Now that I think about it, maybe the Shadow Gorger's, like, maybe he's the ticket right now. We want you at the back, weirdly enough, and we might as well get this out here. So I think we're doing it wrong right off the bat, but it's a little harder than you'd expect, just to begin with. So what do we have? We have 7 spikes. We definitely want you to die. The burnout is fine. We'd love you dying. That's the scary part. Ah, yes, because of sweep, that's not going to do anything. We should have summoned a train steward instead, but that still probably wouldn't have done anything. You're not even getting hit by spikes anymore, I think. What am I doing? I don't know, man. I think maybe we just lost. Because they're skipping our Shadow Gorger floor. So I think we still want Lil Fade. Although, I'm like now... Oh, but you got Burnout 1. Yeah, Burnout 1's not really what we're looking for. You're dying to spikes, so you're at least getting a spike bonus. You're taking 106. We definitely want... Not that. I was going to say drafts. 111. Might as well put the votive area out there, but... I mean, it's a sweeper, so actually there's no reason to. Plink. We're gonna live. But this is very sketchy right now. It's very sketchy. I do think that Wicklash has some potentiality. We seem to want the burnout more often than we might think. And Mind Collapse is a good energy enabler for sure. I feel like Perils of Production, though, could work really well when we want to die anyway. I basically hate all of these units. Even Lady of the House. I do. I'm not afraid to admit it. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. Let's gold some cards, okay? Let's gold some cards. Relic is tempting. Fishing for Legion of Wax is tempting. Pyre Health is tempting. I'm going for the fish. Grant more burnout every time it's applied. I think that's actually super great. At having our champion not die on burnout 1. Now you're going to be burnout 6, and on a hit you're going to apply burnout. The problem is, you're not really a frontline unit that I can run, you know? Because I'm like, we have Shadow Gorger's going to operate at the front line. You're a backline unit, mostly because I want you to feed off our champion when they die. Votivary, I'm not even counting right now. I guess we could fit you in here and maybe have you back up some drafts, even though it's not really what I'm looking for. Maybe. Copy a card 5 times. I dare not. But what I will do is copy Molded once. Because we need that to get our champ back into the fight sometimes. We really... I feel like we should have like 20 spikes by now, and then our champ would be awesome. But we started slowly. We might have like 9 spikes, which is not great. 11, okay. So we definitely... You're going to explode once. You have a damage shield. So you would explode, hit, and then... We might get 2 kills off of this still. Or so we'd get 2 hits, 1 kill. Yeah, but even just getting the 1 kill is good. And then we know we want you up here, and you're getting pogged, so that's great news. But I don't really think we want a draft up here. Although a draft would get a kill, so maybe it actually is worth it. This seems good. It did not get a kill, by the way, but... It goes in order again, I forgot. The beta ruined me, dude. The way that it worked in the beta is... This exploded first. Obviously, that's not how she goes anymore, though. We don't care if the draft dies. It bothers us 0%. We do want Shadow Eater out there. He'll do something at some point. Don't worry about that. You're going to be the head man for our draft floor. And Lifesteal and Ember Drain. Sure, let's just incant on you for no reason. Alright, this floor we don't mind too much. So we need to reform the unit that we want, which is Little Fade. It's only gonna... It's got spikes 13. I think we need to play it wherever it would get kills. It would get a kill here. It's of the utmost importance. You're doing fine here, but Votivary is kind of a no-brainer. We're probably not going to play a Train Steward, so let's reform you. I was just going to say... You're doing a lot of damage now. And also... Yeah, enjoy your extra 5 burnout. That's going to be nice for us. So you can see why it would have been better to get our champion out there earlier, because they would kill more units with the spikes, because the units are lower HP. But you know what? It is what it is, and we're getting ourselves there. We're killing all these units, which is nice. We're not dying, because we're only getting hit 2 times, but we are killing 2 units. Sick. Might as well put you up here. We still don't have any dang morsels, dude. Okay, we have a morsel, but you're dying anyway, so we can at least have Shadow Gorger hit them hard. And everything else, again, doesn't really matter. I don't really understand Immortal Trade except on Relentless floors, but I think on Relentless floors it can be amazing. So you're doing great here. We love this floor as it is. Let's just go through it. Hit, not dead. Hit, not dead. Explosion, dead. So Votivary is not necessarily a great summon up here. I think it works well up here, and you guys should still live with burnout just fine. Oh, actually, no, I mean, you're not going to get the burnout, but I forgot that Votivary is going to have the damage shield, which is, I forget often. Let's put it that way. So nothing's available to mold. However, you can always go, like, lifesteal. You're going to die, but you're going to live. You can get +4 for no reason. This guy's actually becoming okay. And then, you don't want to plink this floor. The reason you don't want to plink the floor is because you need this guy to die to spikes. If he dies to spikes, it's +2 spikes permanently. We're playing it like an overgorger. So, we got molded. It's an easy play. You bring back Lil Fade. They got good burnout. And they might get a kill with their spikes. Let's see as we get close to the end here. No, they died, but the Wealthy Baron did a great job nonetheless. Okay, so that went really smoothly, actually. I don't think we care about Wretchless, or Wretch. Formless Child, I'm like... I get the combo. You play Formless, and then you have Formless will bring back a unit, preferably your champion, and yada yada yada. And then we can... You know, I think it does fit with the archetype we got. We need... Well, we don't really have space for the Crucible Collector. I hate to say it. But if we're rolling this strat, Crucible Collector has to take some time off. We're not worried about capacity in the least. This is definitely energy and energy draw. I mean, like, in terms of order of what we take. Energy and energy or draw, I think. So this is very important. Pyre health is huge here. Removing these last 2 Train Stewards and then tightening the deck around our archetype here. And we seem to kind of be there. Molded's not what we're looking for, but I'll tell you, +20 magic power consume is. Can't make anything cheaper, really. Holdover, like Holdover Molded has some real temptation. Wicklash is the problem that I have with Wicklash is that it becomes diminishing returns after the first time it's played. So I would say Molded Holdover is probably the way you do it. You might as well. You're going to save more energy that way. And +10 magic power on another Plink, I think, is good. Okay. So I'm starting to feel like we got it. And I'll tell you, the Crucible Collector is probably the right way to go. Oh, we want to just keep grinding these spikes, dude. Like, that's the way we want to run it, for sure. But the way that we have set it up here, Crucible Collector doesn't fit. We could have cut Shadow Gorger to put Crucible Collector in. I think we do not mind the spikes at all. But I think, you know, it's kind of boring, right? Why not mix it up a little bit? Even though our Shadow Gorger might literally do essentially nothing for us. We love this. You're dying. You're taking 53 damage. Because we're getting stronger every time. Oh, you just get the HP, or sorry, the damage permanently as well, huh? Pretty sneaky, sis. You're going to go up a floor. It's like I don't know where to play Formless Child. I think we don't mind it there. We can put Votivary here for next time. And then we'll put a Shadow Eater here as well. Although we'll only be able to put 1 morsel on it. I don't know. It's a little weird. Oh, you are dying. Because you're getting hit by the spikes. So actually, we could have put you a little lower. But it's okay. Because we only have 1 unit to bring back. Definitely, like, look, I don't mind Votivary up here. But I'm also like, hold up. No, we'd only get 1 kill there. Not that that's that bad, but would we die? No. Which we'd rather... I don't know if we'd rather die. But I think we could use our space better. Because this guy's going to die on the top floor anyway. So we like you here. The draft's not gonna... Oh, it is gonna make it, actually. Never mind. You guys are doing great, so don't even sweat this at all. You're not dying. You're taking 4 damage. Because all you're getting hit by is the spikes. Spikes are not guaranteed death. Oh, we... Don't talk to me. We did whiff on the Collector like a fool. We would actually prefer if you died a little faster, but we know we want that. Okay, you're dead, which is great. And you're gonna bring back somebody. I wonder if we could do this in order. Wonder if we could order this. You're gonna die. Oh, but you're not gonna die because you're gonna be dazed. You're gonna die. Kind of needed that to hit you, but that's okay. So what was the plan here? I don't know. Do something. Mission failed, I would say, by the way, but I don't think anything's making it past us here. So molded is exactly what we're looking for, but you do have an incant trigger, so we'll mold up here. We know we want a little fade. They got spikes 29. Which means we got 2 free kills and also that third. You don't have to slay with the spikes. You can slay with anything, right? So we're happy with that, and we actually do not care that you're dying. Up here, I'm like, as long as you keep summoning drafts, you got nothing to worry about. Although, we do need to kill you as well, so let's do it that way. And then, would you look at that? Shadow Eater actually doing something. You love to see it. Units with, there you go, that's how you get buffed, dude. I was just gonna say, units with, no attack. Morsels with no attack come to this floor, because if they attack, they're gonna die. Okay, so you're not both dying, which is truly staggering to me. However, you're coming back. Burnout 6 of 54-16 with 35 spikes and 2 damage shield. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I feel like we're doing nothing on this floor. So you guys are going to hit our pyre. I'm like, oh my god, Formless Child. I mean, you might as well tank up a little bit. I don't think you're doing anything for us, but... you know, it's like the thought that counts or whatever. And, you know, why don't you come down here and just exist? No reason not to play Plink, to be fair. But our Pyre's doing okay. These 2 units will definitely die to the spikes. I mean, you're almost dead to the spikes by yourself. Formless Child is now back. And in Pog form. But check this out. I think we want Formless Child to be 1 back, so that it might bring back our champion, and also it doesn't matter. Because our boss is dying. Alright, so, oh, it brought back a draft, but I mean a 50/2 draft is still pretty good. Yo, so Gorge triggers are, oh no, this is not that, it's deal 3 damage when the unit's eaten. We don't want this anymore. We kind of want this, honestly, but the run is weird enough, I don't really want to mess with it too much. Cannibalize, I actually think is very interesting to try to get our morsels going faster here. I definitely don't think we need unit upgrades. I think we can afford to fish for free relic. Pyre gets plus 40 or endless to the first friendly unit summoned each turn. We actually do... well, do we? I'm like, Reform gives you what? +5, and 0 cost. Well, the champion already has 0 cost. I feel like this could ruin our deck by removing our Reform targets, so I'm just going to take the Pyre health. It's close, but I don't think it's what we're looking for. Alright, basic Plinks, it's time for you to go. We're in the removal zone now. I want a melting card. We're skipping it. The thing is, it's not necessarily that it's bad. I mean, I think on this one, anything with Harvest is going to be, like, pretty good for us. The reason we're skipping... I don't even want to see him. 5 gold when a friendly unit dies? Frick! That would have been sick, dude. But, we can't afford it. Our unit setup is already set up. Now, even though the Shadow Gorger does nothing, we're going to keep trying to make it happen. So, 41 spikes. You love to see it. You guys are both dead. We're getting pogged. And then, I mean, we're just going to set it up. We're going to set it up like this. This champion, all of a sudden, with the damage shield, is not looking so bad, huh? We would really like it if... oh, you don't attack. So, yeah, you're going to die no matter what. Generally speaking, we would prefer to play our drafts, like, at the top. However, if we could get them to get a kill down here, that's valuable as well. And then you want to be able to reform your champion. Spikes 47. That's good eats. And then I'm like, you're dying before you can even attack. So I see this as a win for Cannibalize. And then even though we're not doing anything with our morsels, or we're not doing much with our morsels, I'm like, we might as well, like, use them. And honestly, I think Shadow Gorger's like the way to go, because he's got 75 HP, so any extra damage is going to be good. And we don't really want you to have a damage shield. We'd actually rather this gets summoned and dies, even though you have a slay trigger. I know that seems bonkers. And we're just not going to play Formless yet, I guess. Give us one more morsel. Might as well. Okay. You're still alive, which is hilarious. But we would like it if your attack didn't kill us and your attack killed us instead. So the way I would do that is by just summoning... How much damage do you do? I don't know how much damage you do, dude. 12. That's perfect. You're going to come out with a damage shield, though. So we got to be a little smarter than that. So, we're going to summon you. Oh, but you're a sweeper. Yeah, that's not great. Alright, so why don't you come up and eat? You get the damage shield. You get hit and die, which makes you die, which makes us stronger. It's easy. Sweetheart. I guess we could have just done it like that to begin with. We're not really doing anything with this, but that's fine. I'm more confident than I was, but still like a little unconfident. So you have 53 spikes. Sadly, we can't really create anything out of that as much as I would like to. Can't get a kill with it, is what I mean. Okay, so there you go. You're going to cause some problems up here. Might as well plink you up. Buttercup, baby, just to let you down. We actually would love to... We should have summoned you with the damage shield. That's just, like, idiotic. I apologize. Now, our draft might actually get a chance to live. Alright. We're only doing 106 damage, which is not good. However... we definitely want to play Molded. You're going to come out with a damage shield. If we... You know, I'm like, I don't know, man. Why not put you out here with a damage shield, you know? Because now you're dying to burnout instead, huh? How about now? Okay, we added 100 damage there. That feels good. And then I'm like, you go at the just in front of him so he can get one last buff. Lifesteal 3 is not gonna matter, unfortunately. But you go at the just there so we get one last harvest trigger and we can bring back Lil Fade but stronger. That's exactly what I was looking for. And then, I mean, we are a 116 2 unit, so hopefully we get the slay trigger. Let's see. Beautiful, beautiful. So the spikes are getting pretty nuts. Like I said, you want to get nuts? Let's get nuts, dude. We don't want the stealth. Reform and apply an additional +10. I don't think we got the energy base right now. I actually think we've got to win as long as we don't screw it up. But it's a very difficult deck to pilot. And our second floor does literally nothing. So I definitely think we're still on the removal train, even though, you know, duplicate is always nice. We want our basic plink to go. I mean, I'll level with you. I think Votivary now has no reason. I think Shadow Eater still has no reason to be here. I think still, even though it's upgraded, removing the plink makes a lot of sense. And then for making things cheaper, I don't think it's as necessary, maybe, as instead doing a little of this. Holdover is still really good. We don't want 2 molded holdovers. I still don't think we need Wicklash either. I'm going to be honest with you. I actually think we're in, like, Purge territory, and we really don't need the Immortal traits. They're not, in principle, dead cards, but in practice they are. So we're going to dump them. And then I'm like, with Holdover, you could get something pretty good out of Cannibalize. I don't think we want to hold it over, though. I think we'd rather... It's a consume? Nah. I think we'd rather just save our cash. Like, I feel pretty good right now. I don't feel like we're in a bad place on this run. And the spikes are getting a little ridiculous. Especially because they have units with multi-strike. So we have spikes 56. We're going to summon you, and then you'll die. And you'll get hit once. You won't die, which is a real bummer. But this is still the right way to set this up, I think. And then we want you up here. We'd like you to have more burnout. Why not? And then we might as well have you get, like, Pog City here. And I'm like, I don't know, Rage 2, Ember Drain 2, why not? If anything, I'm a little disappointed we're only getting one Slay trigger. Yeah, incant on that floor. That's a good idea. Anyway, we're going to die, but these two are going to die, which is exactly what we want. And Formless Child, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think we really care for it right now. Deal 31 damage to a unit twice. Sick. Doesn't matter who eats. Yeah, I don't feel like Formless really needs to be played yet. We're not really looking to reform Formless. If anything, we like it at a 1 HP level. Alright, so you come out here. You're doing nothing, as expected. Reform a random unit is not what we want. But there's only one available, so it is what we want. Never mind. We also don't have a damage shield on it. Can I tell you something? Not what we want. I gotta look at this for a sec. Okay, so we know we like this. You're dead. You're not dead. 11 HP. This still won't kill you. But it's the right thing to do. You do 4 damage with a sweep and 7. This is perfect. You guys are both dead. The Slay triggers are coming fast and furious. There's no incant triggers here. You're done. We want this on that floor for sure. Burnout 6. What happened to your multi-strike, dude? So if anything, remember, we want the incant triggers. You only do 9 damage, so we still want you down here. I hate to say it, but it's true. You go up there. There's no... Well, you know what? I think there is a good reason here. Sack one of these guys. Probably should have sacked the worst one. That's good advice. However, you're doing great stuff. You got no sweep on that, so we're not sweating it. And we can still play another draft regardless. And then... There's still slays coming out. Oh, because you're getting a slay right there. Yeah, you are. Okay. I think we're... My brain is kind of overheating, but I think we're getting some great stuff going. What are you at spikes-wise? 71. I'll say it. Now we're talking. There's no... this is a dead turn. We can't really do anything. So just let the time pass you by. I'm not too worried about it. Seems to be working out pretty well. Now, I'll tell you, I'm like, dude, this time, maybe we want a Formless Child up here. You guys are doing fine on burnout? I don't know. Another unit might not attack you in time, though. Still can't really reform, though, huh? So you're going to come out with a damage shield. That's our main problem right now. I think we want to sacrifice every turn. I actually do think we want to cannibalize holdover. Though the idea drives me insane. So you're not going to work for a bit, but that's pretty much what we want, honestly. And again, these are useless now. We are dead drawing constantly now. I'll give you that. But it's only because we're so good in the early game, naturally. Because, like, the thing is, I think that the cannibalize... We could have cannibalized you, too, which would have been interesting. But then there were no units for you to actually get from the cannibalize. So I guess those doesn't really make any sense. We might as well give you lifesteal, not that you need it. Oh, wait, there is a unit to get because we got the draft, of course, dude. So come back up here, dude. Alright. So, I don't expect you to die, but I do expect you to get hurt pretty bad. You're dying. Try to keep you alive. As for this, we'll just play it just to do it. We might as well put Rage and Ember Drain on you. Taking 6 more damage now. So the spikes they're doing a doozy, dude. That's what they do. And the damage shield is just going to destroy you here. Spikes 77. Beautiful. Dude, okay, so this is like, it's getting a little egregious. Put Endless? I don't think we care about Endless. Remove all burnout and debuff. You know, I'm just going to go ahead and say... Well, this would seem good I'm like, okay, follow me. We have a draft. We remove the burnout effect. However, when the lady at the front gets hit, isn't she just going to apply burnout again? Or does she only apply it to burnout units? I don't know. Here's what I'm thinking. I love gold. So capacity is interesting for sure. I think we get more out of capacity right now than energy. We basically never have run out of energy. You know what? I actually think draw is probably the ticket. We're dead drawing a lot. Yeah, I feel good about this. It's amazing how well this run has come together now. It's actually really fast too. Like, it came together pretty quick. I think this is fine. Double Gorge is interesting. Applying armor to the front unit is also pretty interesting. So Overgorger actually becomes like pretty strong. But the only thing we get out of that is Overgorger. I think this is a melting focus, quite frankly. I don't know. I mean, I would say maybe plus 25 on the Lady of the Reformed, and then a quick little, you know, cheeky reroll. I don't know, man. Maybe we do like the idea of having these drafts be double the size. It's not that bad. I don't know. I guess Shadow. We got to do something with our gold. I could have saved it and spent it on relics. Silence! You already do have Spikes 80, and you're an 84 and 1. So I'm just gonna tell it to you straight up. Even though it screwed us up a couple of times, oh yes, having the 2 damage shield on the first unit you summon every turn has actually turned this into a stomp. If it weren't for that relic, we would be facing some severe issues, I think. You'll love to see it. So it'll be hit. But where are you dying from? That's what I'm interested in finding out here. Why are you? That makes sense. You're taking 80 from spikes. Hit. Oh, because on the first damage shield hit. Okay, so this is perfect. It's set up perfectly right now. We love that for you. We love you up here and getting a little bit of that. And we don't play these because we don't want them. That's pretty much a dream come true. So, we want to summon the only unit we can summon. And she's going to come out with damage shield, which is again going to get a kill. She got 8 spikes just on that alone, which is amazing. We know we want Shadow Eater out here, because we don't care about Formless right now. Do we care about more cells? Yeah, I think we do. So let's get a morsel going here. Slow you down a little bit. And then I'm like, you know what? Remove all burnout and debuff. There you go. Now you're, I don't want to say unkillable, but you won't burn out at least, which is probably not much of a concern to begin with, to be honest. But, okay, little Fade's coming out here. She's got spikes 92. You're not quite going to die because you're a little stronger than I gave you credit for. So we got to find a way to ice you. I don't think that's happening, though. I think you're going to do some damage. And I'm okay with it. We'd actually like to kill the draft. I know it seems busted. But it's potentially important. Dude, you're taking so much damage here. Let's change that. Yeah, that seems good. I'm like, I don't know. You want a little rage? There you go. Doing a little extra damage. I'm not worried about our pyre health at all. But it is true that whatever we don't stop on the first floor, no one can't triggers. That's a dream right there. Whatever we don't stop on the first floor is gonna not get stopped too much on future floors. So these guys do take off our damage shield, which is the real problem there. We know we love this draft. That's a gimme. I was like, well, we could sack you and then bring you back with the molded. Got more drafts. It's not the best time for them. We do kind of need something in front, though. I don't know, dude. To be honest with you, I'm like, maybe this is a good time to have some more cells in front. We can easily get some. You cannibalize. You play this draft. You cannibalize it. You get 3 morsels. I'm going to put 2 of those sons of guns out here. There we go. Now, we're feeling better, and you're living, which is good, because you're actually pretty strong. Now, you're going to do some damage here, and then you would just mold this guy back. You're still going to make it to our pyre to do some damage. It's a weird one. No doubt about that. You got 108 spikes. It's pretty good. We really would love this to plink you. I don't know. Do you think we can make that happen? I think we... Well, let's see. Nope. In fact, oh no, because now you'll get killed by the spikes, which is great. You're going to run into trouble. You guys are dead, which is awesome. Formless child, we would rather you get hit. Oh, you're going to live? How on earth? I don't even want to run the numbers to figure out what's happening there. Hey, we can use a morsel. Okay, a brief respite. You know what? You're important to us. We'll remove your debuff. And burn out. We want Lil Fade out there. No doubt about that. She does have 112 spikes. We'd rather have you come out so that you can get summoned back by Formless Child, which would make you even stronger. Well... Could always do that, I suppose. I think Damage Shield is worth something. Although we are restoring health anyway. And you know what? There's a little extra HP for you. Not that we expect that to be worth anything. Alright, you're taking 691. Which is not bad. I don't know who we give the damage to. I guess our multi-strike unit. Keep bringing back Magma Morsel. It's not worth that much, but that's okay. So we're getting a bunch of Slay triggers. It's only making us stronger. Now, Overgorger, you're doing good work here. Well, you know what we're going to do. We're going to mold back Lil Fade. And we'd actually, I don't know, maybe we'd rather have you at the back here? I don't think it's going to matter at all. Remove your... You know what, we could remove the debuff on our champ, but our champ is not going to die to burnout, so... I feel like Memento Mori could definitely be pretty good for us here. I think that's fine. We don't really need the capacity, quite frankly. I'm a little worried about our Pyre. So Pyre health would be something I would consider. I think it's more important than anything else right now. The gold is a nice bonus, maybe. We're just looking... I mean, if we were being honest, what would we want to see the most? Another large stone. And maybe something to make Wickless Baron better. But I think relics are a little more valuable for us. Tomb units get plus 30 and burnout 1. I get it, but no thank you. This is a heavy reroll. Second unit gives you 3 energy. Daze to the units when they enter the floor before the pyre. Cards with consume have a chance not to consume. This is like a pretty huge whiff. This is not horrendous. Nor is this, but it's really not that relevant. So I'm like, I think the first thing I would do is reroll this and look for like a large stone or a multi-strike. And I guess I'm thankful that we got a large stone or a multi-strike. I think I'd rather put it on you because you're gonna pog up pretty quick. And then let's give you some extra HP. You don't really need a damage shield. I don't know. Maybe no. We don't really want you to have a damage shield either. It actually like actively makes things worse. It's a little disappointing. We can get 2 of these. We'll take that one. I think we'll take this. I mean, like, I'm kind of stunned. We don't have, like, any means of, whoops, hope I didn't crash the game there. We don't have any means of, consuming a card. We have, like, we have 2 consumable plinks. That's rare. So you remove buffs and debuffs. I don't think we care about buffs. Oh, no, she's gonna remove our spikes! Ha! That's dangerous. I don't know what we're going to do about that. Probably be killed is my guess. This will be our turn. Oh, but our unit's going to be dead so often, it may not matter. That is funny. That is funny. Okay. Well, we'll reform a random unit. And we do have 132 spikes, so that is sick. And you're dying, which is good. We actually need you to die every time. We know we want you up here. I'm like, cannibalize is pretty important here. I think you do this. You play the draft. Oh, we got a bunch of energy back for that. I forgot. Yeah. And then we can at least get 2 morsels down here. We want you to have some attack. So now you're dead too, and you're taking some damage. You can eat. Oh, but you're gonna get. Oh, but you're not gonna die to sweep, dude. So check that out. You're gonna get a little extra. And I'm like, Formless Child. Actually, get out here. Get out here. With no damage shield. That's what I want to see. We really want to see our champion dying every single time we bring them back. So we are going to bring them back here, which scares the crap out of me. But it really, truly has to be done. Remove your burnout, please. Thank you. So please, I'm begging you not to remove 72 spikes on this one. I'm begging you. with every fiber of my being. There's no sweeps here. You might as well take it. Oh, but they're gonna die anyway, so you're not gonna... Okay, we don't even have to worry about it, dude. I was worried for no reason. Take some extra burnout. And we're not gonna... You know what? We're gonna plink, but we're not gonna plink on this floor. We want it out of our deck. Not a problem. So this is actually working out. Dude, this game supports so many, like, weirdo archetypes. This is a scary one, because we're not gonna die. Yeah, they're actually gonna live here. Which is very frightening. We definitely want... Oh, because you're a Lord Stone now. That's right. Well, we're not gonna summon you then. How does that sound? We don't really care for... You know what? I think we do care for a little plink. Did extra damage. Got some extra energy back. Might as well. I know we should have used it up here to hurt you. That's kind of a gimme. I apologize. Got a lot of energy, but no real place to put it. Because we could put you here and then have you burn out at some point anyway, and that'll benefit our Baron, who's not... He's no slouch, dude. He's doing some pretty good stuff. Now we need you to die this turn. Oh, this is just a beautiful thing. We want to remove your burnout. But we don't want your burnout to leave. We actually want you to die. Oh, we shouldn't have given you extra burnout, huh? Yeah, so we're just gonna pass. But it's pretty good. You would have purged me, but instead, you have failed. Okay, mold it up. You're getting out of here. Don't hit me with the double blast. I'll be very upset. You're all dying. You're not dying, but you're gonna burn out soon. Hear me out here. No, this makes no sense. Okay. Wait, we want you to die. So why don't we cannibalize... No, because we need more space up here. Okay, here's the thing. I don't know what to do, dude, okay? I think we... At some point, this is going to work. We're going to cannibalize you. Because we don't want you here anymore. You're not dying anymore. Bro. That's bad. Thanks for the energy. I mean, it's only bad if they purge half of our spikes. But the thing is, if they purge half our strikes, it's not like bad, it's like catastrophic. We don't want you to have burnout anymore. We don't want to reform this unit yet. Don't do it. She didn't do it. Let's go. Actually, like a pretty major mistake. We got really lucky. Okay, so you guys are not all dying. We need you to die, which is never going to happen. I don't really want to play our molded then, which is screwed because I need to play our molded in order to make sure we get it next. Oh, but we only have like 10 cards. This is fine. Okay, so we like what we got here. This is all good stuff. You're like, why wouldn't you play this? Look, it's complicated. I don't want to bring back the draft because I want the draft to be brought back on a better floor. But now that I think about it, we're probably much better off just bringing back the draft. And you know, even if it's not the floor they're supposed to be on, it does get an extra kill. Alright, so we got the boss. The boss is coming here. They're taking 458, which is actually, in my mind, a testament to like how well this run's going already. And then... that almost gets you. That gets you. Dude, nobody's more surprised than me that we managed to put this one away somehow, but the truth is, we got it. Just goes to show you that Covenant rank 10, maybe a little on the easy side. But yo, Little Fade can get pretty pogged up. Even though the Spikes synergy seems kind of like weirdly out of the It's like from the Awoken Covenant instead of being from the... or faction, I should say, instead of being from Melting. It's a really fun way to play that champion, and we could have done even better, which is scary. And we got some new goldies. Look at that. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya!